Hello. This is going to be kind of a PSA. Somebody had asked, does range mod improve vertical dispersion on some ships? And in a recent YouTube video, Potato Quality explained taking range mod over the Napoli, so hard to say. Anyway, improved the dispersion, and he showed some dispersion curves to back it up. Stuff. And people were asking, what the hell, what is this? Well, I happen to know what it is, so I wrote a lengthy reply. And I figured, well, hell, since I wrote it, I might as well make a video out of it, because I did. So there was a Reddit post that did a lot of dispersion shell mapping. Basically, they were trying to find the formula for horizontal and vertical dispersion as affected by range from target. I actually linked to the Reddit post down here. So what does this mean? Well, it means that somebody wanted to figure out the math that determines how big and small the firing ellipsoid is at a specific range. So what did they find? Horizontal dispersion is affected by range. The farther the range, the larger the horizontal dispersion. It's easy enough to see as you can look at the stats in the port. At range to the guns, the dispersion stack gets bigger because the ellipsoid has more distance in which to widen. So the further you shoot, the bigger the reticle gets. Horizontal, left, right. Vertical, up, down. The further out, the larger the ellipsoid goes. Pretty basic, everybody kind of figures that already. Nothing special there. However, they found that vertical dispersion is affected by range, but in a different way. Evidently, every ship has a maximum vertical dispersion. This can be manipulated to make closer / non-maximum range shots more accurate. We can examine what this means. So if you are in a test cruiser, because I'm making up range numbers here, with a maximum range of 20 kilometers, your maximum vertical dispersion is, we'll just say as a frame of reference, 2 football fields, 200 meters in size. So 2 football fields stacked on top of each other, that's how up and down it can go, or back and forward, or whatever. So when you aim your guns at your maximum range of 20 kilometers, your vertical dispersion is 2 football fields in size. If you bring your reticle in close, the vertical dispersion shrinks down to a minimum vertical dispersion value of, let's say, one football field, 100 meters. As you move your cursor between these two, the cursor ramps up linearly to the maximum. So what if you increase your range? The maximum vertical dispersion stays the same. It stays that 2 football field. So if you take range mod and spotter plane, and for easy math, you now have a 25 kilometer max range. Your vertical dispersion is 2 football fields at 25 kilometers, which means less than 2 football fields at 20 kilometers because it shrinks linearly as you reduce your range to your maximum. So I made a picture. So here we've got option A. So you've got your minimum, here's your little reticle with some smaller horizontal back and forth, but then, this is its basic vertical dispersion of, again, rough math, we'll just say it's, roughly half of this. You go out to 20 kilometers, your ellipsoid's much bigger. This is your horizontal, this is your vertical. Over here I have that line extrapolated out, and this line for the horizontal extrapolated out. Down here, we could pretend there's a little spotter plane whirring around, and he's gone range mod or something, which pushes his maximum all the way out to this 25. And I took this reticle, kept the same up-down distance, that's represented by the purple, the vertical line, but because it's actually pushed out further, the horizontal does increase. So you might notice this got a little chunkier as left-right actually increased. Now, back at the 20 kilometer, horizontal is the same, but you can notice that this maximum line starts to descend linearly, which actually shrinks down that vertical dispersion compared to what it was without the range mod increase. So when you're picking your slot 6 mod, you can increase your firing rate by, 13%, I think it is. I think it's 12. Anyway, you can increase your firing rate so you can, accuracy through volume of fire. Or technically, you can increase your accuracy with your shells by increasing your maximum range. So if you're shooting at max range, you're not gaining any accuracy, you're just gaining more range. But when you're shooting at less than max range, 20 kilometers, 15 kilometers, whatever, theoretically, the reduction in the maximum range is actually coming into assistance. Now, could this actually be more mathematically complex? Absolutely, but this is a layman's kind of explanation of the idea. You can see that we have all kinds of variables and explanation, parameters, and stuff in this Reddit post. And this is where it goes down into the vertical dispersion, where it starts to talk about the high-end specifics of it. Feel free to peruse the math, double check it yourself, do whatever you want to do. But the long and the short of it is, this is kind of a mental picture of how you can abstract it out. So I figured I would do a little PSA for it. Yeehaw, kick this up to YouTube. Have a good day.